LymeOnline's Francesca Evans, bringing you all of this week's news and sport from the Lyme Regis area. A Lyme Regis woman who has devoted her life to helping others has been recognised in the Queen's New Year's Honours List. Claire Gollop, the daughter of Ken and Joan Gollop, who live in Fairfield Park, was awarded the British Empire Medal for services to victims of slavery and vulnerable young people. Claire, who now lives in Exeter, is the director of the West Midlands Violence Reduction Unit and previously worked for Devon and Cornwall Police. She was educated at Mrs Ethelston's Primary School in Upline, the Woodruff School in Lyme Regis and Exeter College before gaining a degree in disaster management and engineering at Coventry University, going on to study for her master's degree at University College London. Whilst at the Woodruff School, she worked towards her Duke of Edinburgh Award with the Lyme Regis Coast Guard team, of which her father was a member, and became the town's first female Coast Guard. Claire has spent her career working with the police to tackle violence and exploitation, and she has also worked with charities to deploy rapid response rescue teams to disasters all across the globe. Upline Garage, Shop and Post Office will now remain open until at least April while a solution is sought for its long-term future. Owner Dave Osler had previously announced that the facility would close down this month, but said he would reconsider if action was taken to amend the proposed access for a new school opposite, which he feels will have a detrimental impact on his business. Proposed changes to Upline Road to provide a single entrance and exit point for a new primary school has been an ongoing concern for Mr Osler for several years. He believes this could pose a health and safety hazard for his petrol filling station due to increased traffic queuing outside, making the entire business unviable in the long term. A public meeting was held in November when residents agreed to petition for the access point to be changed. At a follow-up meeting this week, campaign leader Will Thompson said the petition had been very well supported and the facility would now remain open until at least April, with Mr Osler then considering it on a month-by-month basis, as long as he could see that action was being taken to change the access point. Representatives of the Bestic Trust, which submitted the planning application for the new school, also said they were doing everything they could to find a solution to satisfy all parties. Lyme Regis was targeted in a spate of graffiti over the Christmas period. Among the property vandalised was a brand new bench in Theatre Square dedicated to the memory of former Lyme Regis musical theatre members Brian Manners and David Coates. However, within hours of LymeOnline reporting the damage, the graffiti had been cleaned and the parent of the child involved had contacted David Manners, son of Brian Manners, to apologise. Also recently targeted was the 400-year-old waterside house at the bottom of Sherborne Lane, with graffiti appearing sometime between 9 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. on Boxing Day. Similar graffiti has also been seen along the Riverside Path at Jericho, and lights along the footpath at St Michael's Business Centre off Church Street have also been vandalised with graffiti. A planning application for 3 new holiday homes in a woodland area in Lyme Regis has raised concerns with neighbours. An application has been submitted to develop 3 holiday homes on an area of woodland at Harbour's View on Stile Lane off Pound Street, which sits above Lister and Langmore Gardens. The land is surrounded by 6 listed buildings, including the Grade 2 listed Belmont, former home of author John Fowles, and the Grade 2 listed former Buena Vista Hotel, which is now divided into flats. Neighbouring residents have raised concerns about the development's impact on land stability, as well as the lack of vehicular access, the site being within a conservation area and its proximity to listed buildings, as well as the effect on the woodland area, trees and wildlife. Lyme Regis Coast Guards and lifeboat crew were called out on their first emergency rescue of the year on Sunday, January 2nd. The volunteer emergency services were called just after 5 p.m, following reports of 2 groups of walkers cut off by the tide west of Lyme Regis between the end of Monmouth Beach and Pinhay Bay. A total of 4 people and 2 dogs were found. Due to their location and adverse sea conditions, they all had to be winched to safety by a Coast Guard helicopter called from Newquay and recovered in the lifeboat station. The Rotary Club of Lyme Regis got 2022 off to a splashing start as they hosted the annual Lyme Lunge, now one of the biggest events of its kind in the southwest. An estimate of 850 to 1,000 swimmers dashed down the beach for a New Year's Day dip in the sea, watched by thousands of spectators lining the seafront. The event is thought to have raised more than £4,000 for this year's chosen charities, Macmillan Cancer Support and Weldmar Hospice Care, with sponsorship money still coming in. The New Year's Day duck race was also a record-breaking success, with £1,700 raised for Lyme Regis Christmas Lights Committee and one of the biggest crowds seen for an event of its kind. Swimmers also took the plunge on Christmas Day, braving rough sea conditions for the annual fancy dress swim in Charmouth, which raised funds for the RNLI. Local football returns this weekend after the festive break in the hope that the new variant of COVID will not have any significant effects on the fixture list. Lyme Regis first team will resume their Devon and Exeter Premier Division campaign with a home tie against Oakhampton Argyle, but the game has been moved to the 3G artificial pitch in Axminster because the Davy Fort is currently waterlogged. Kick-off is at 2 p.m. Argyle sit one place below the Seasiders in the Premier Division, and manager Julian Simier will be looking for a good performance, especially as they will be meeting local rivals Beer Albion, who are third place in the table, the following week. Lyme Reserves finished 2021 in fourth place in Division 3 and will be looking for 3 points away to Exeter University's 5th 11, who sit just one place below them. Lyme Rovers were due to meet Oakford in the quarter-final of the Dorset Junior Cup, but the club has had to forfeit the fixture due to several players testing positive for COVID. Charmouth are also on Dorset Junior Cup duty away to Redland Revels, and Upline Firsts will be looking to improve their fourth place in Devon and Exeter Division 6 at home to Sandford. Good news for Lyme Regis Skittlers, their league is likely to resume in February and run until Easter. And if you are a Keep Fit addict or looking to take up a new hobby for the new year, Lyme Regis Gig Club is pioneering a new indoor rowing centre in the Jubilee Pavilion on the seafront. A dull weather forecast for the weekend ahead. Showers are set to continue through Friday with more heavy rain and strong winds forecast on Saturday and cloud on Sunday with high temperatures of 8 degrees. Thanks for watching LymeOnline's video news bulletins. You can visit our website and follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date with the latest local news throughout the week. Happy New Year and have a great weekend.